What's up, guys? So, I'm gonna be 30 years old in about a few months, and I don't, I don't feel like I accomplished much in my life, and I also feel like I might be past my prime. You know, I feel like I'm not thinking as fast as I used to. You know, in my 20s, for example, I used to think so fast compared to now, and also more clearly. Now I can sense, I can see that it takes a little bit much time to process information. I also didn't accomplish a lot of things I wanted to accomplish by now. For example, having a family, having a partner, kids, my own house, I don't know, a yard, whatever, Having all these things. And I don't see myself having that in the near future. So that's a struggle. I believe I'm not the only one feeling this way about their life and the position in their life. But I feel like I've done everything I could. I just wasn't given the resources, the circumstances for it to be possible at all. Then you have all the other people that are chilling in life tell you, oh, take accountability for your own life, stop complaining and whining, but that's the real case in the world of today. It's much different than it used to be 50 years ago, for example. Things are getting worse for the average Joe. And for those who have connections to, the people that are wealthy, then have it easier. But I'm not here to talk about the system and whatever. I try to emphasize it in a lot of my other videos. Bring a point so that people, light up their light bulbs and research for themselves. Get a thought. I'm here to talk about my own sentiments. And the thing is, when you are not given the properties to become great, the guidance, you just have to learn the hard way, which I actually had to, if I wanted to get somewhere in life, if I wanted to be able to respect myself, right? So I kept trying and fell down. Got up, fell again. Got up, fell again. Every time on a different mistake I made, just by not knowing how things actually are, right? That's how you learn. When you don't know something, the reality just strikes you and shows you how things actually are, so you can adjust your approach. Because if you keep living in delusion, sooner or later you'll pay the toll, right? The longer you are in this delusion, the bigger the toll will be. So that's why I think it's the best approach to live authentically, to actually develop yourself, right? Because when you actually are great, because you worked on yourself to be great, then you have nothing to worry about. Well, that's not true, but if you actually are great, then there's not a reason why you couldn't achieve something you can achieve, right? And I'm on this journey still. I don't want to pity myself, because then I wouldn't be able to respect myself. It's still a process. There are things in the future that are looking as opportunities or like steps, getting closer to the promised land. But it's so slow, man. Yeah, I know things take time, right? Everything has its own pace and time where it arrives. But dude, I'm about to be 30, man. People of my age, you know, they have children already. And I wasn't even able to find a partner whom I'd have the children with. Not just any partner, the right one. I'm not about to wasting years of your life realizing you married and created a family with the wrong one. You know, that's something I want to avoid. Maybe it's unavoidable, I don't know. But if you rush things, or if you live in delusion, again, as I mentioned, the toll is gonna be greater. That's why I worked on gaining knowledge, so that I have the information and resources to make better decisions in life. But still, I'm lacking on the action side. I reckon, I don't know, not sure. And I don't even know if, right, maybe, I don't know. Is it good that you don't know your own destiny, your own fate? It can keep you stressed, or it can keep you, or like you can not care about it and be alright, I guess. But if it matters to you, then it's okay to have feelings about it. And I do want to leave a legacy, something. You know, leave something in this world. Let it be a positive influence on others. Let it be children. Let it be anything. The more, the better for me. Right? The more I can respect myself and stuff. I just don't want to die and be forgotten. Not having any accomplishments, any impact on this world, on other people. That's my biggest fear. Well, not really. One of my biggest fears. But, you know, I'm trying to salvage anything I can. Trying to work with what I got. Right? You cannot turn back to the past, make things right or better. I feel like a lot of potential was wasted. A lot of opportunities just because I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared for the encounters, for the situations. Right? And we don't know how good we have it until we don't have it anymore. Like, right now I have less energy than I used to. Before I had this youth, this drive, this, I don't know what it is, but I could do anything. Energy, actually. Right now, I'm kind of forced to take a more wise approach because I don't have the spare energy to spend. I gotta be smart about it. Yeah, gotta compensate. But I hope this all has a meaning, right? I want to live a meaningful life. Because, believe it or not, none of us is here by an accident. We all have a purpose here. All this theory about being a dust in space, in nothingness, and then evolving from reptiles, that's all a hoax. It's not real. Right. You were put in this world for a reason, with a purpose. Even if you realize it or not, you do matter. Just it's on you if you embrace it or not. But life is quite difficult. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah. I'm still going. I have plans with this channel. Still keep making videos. Maybe not currently, but in the future I still have things on my mind. So please subscribe and don't forget about me. Thanks.